everyone, and welcome to the Vintage Needle Crafter. My name is Laura. Welcome back new subscribers, and welcome back returning subscribers, and welcome new viewers. This is my little corner where I love to sit down and discuss all things knit and crochet. So, how is everyone's spring going? I believe today is Good Friday, and I hope you're having a good Friday. This is the earliest I've ever sat down to film. I have a busy day planned today, and right now it is 8:15 a.m. So I thought I would do this first thing in the morning and then start my day and get my day going. So I have quite a few things to talk about with you today. A lot of whips I have. A couple projects are almost finished, but not quite finished yet. One I haven't picked up and worked on, so yeah. I'm just going to put a clip in my first project here. And I didn't show this one to you either yet, and you know, I've just about got it finished, and if I would have waited until next week, you wouldn't have seen it at all. Put a clip there. That helps. Then you're not going to come undone. Okay, well, I might as well show it to you. This is a circle. It's like a cocoon type hooded vest. And it's just a huge circle. I can't remember the designer's name now offhand. I seen her, a friend sent it to me over on Instagram, and I just thought that was the neatest thing. And I'll put it on. It's not finished yet, so it will be larger, but it looks really huge right now. You just start as a circle, and you just keep working in the round, and then you make two slits for armholes, and it's quite the thing. It's quite the thing. It's really cute. As you can see, I have more to go because the body should overlap, and then this part here will become a hood. See, I've got long ways to go yet. I'm going to need to come way down, but that will double as a hood, and then you just wear it like this. Let's see, there was the arm. Oh, you can't see. You just wear it like this, and you would put a shawl pin right there. So I'm just using scrap yarn for this. I did not have enough gray, and this is my last one, so I'm going, it's a nail biter. It's a game of yarn chicken full on with this one. I had bought 3 of these, and I was going to make my son something, but they weren't interested in the yarn. This is Yarn Smiths Create Aran weight. So it's as thick as a worsted weight, in my opinion. It says Aran, but you know, Aran, worsted, pretty much the same thing. So yeah, and this is just a color gray heather, dark gray heather, shade 4010. And I just had 3 of these, like I said, in my stash. And then the minted color green was from a yarn I had left over from the last sweater that I made. And this had kind of hints of gray in it. If you could see, little bit hints of gray in there. So I thought that would pair beautifully. It's just slightly thicker, but it's all right. It's working out really well. This is King Cole Poplar Chunky, and this shade here is Meadow Mist, number 4347, both yarns over at Wool Warehouse. I like this. I've used this. I've made a lot with this color. I made a cardigan sweater that I gave away last year, and then it was late winter. I made that scrappy project, that knitted top-down sweater with this L double with some scrap 3-weight acrylics. But I'm pairing it with that, and a hook I used. I will try to put the designer's name, oh, I dropped that, the designer's name here when I edit this, because I want to give her credit. She has the YouTube tutorial, but she's a different language, I think Russian. So yeah, but really it's just a simple basic pattern. And I am using a 5.5 millimeter crochet hook for this project, which I need to put in here so I don't lose it. But yeah, I should be done with this in a day or two. Just keep working at it. I kind of like the little stripes. It gives it some pizzazz in there. Don't want to tangle myself up. But yeah, you can see it. The pattern just starts in the center, and you're just doing a chain 4 and slip stitch, and then 12 double crochet in that ring, and then you're going to be increasing every round. Yeah, but if you know how to crochet well and you don't need to hear the words, you can just watch the tutorial. You can make it. It's quite simple. I figured it out just by, looking at the pattern design from the picture and then watching a little bit of the tutorial. So, yeah, but I want to give her credit as her design. I don't know if she's selling the pattern. If she is, oops, my apologies. I just sat that up there and scooted you. Whoop, went the camera. So, yeah. So I will put that information here. I don't remember off the top of my head, and I just started it 2 or 3 days ago. So, all right. The next thing I still am working on, and this one is knitted, and I have a tutorial out for this. And I made it in a part 1 so that all of you could follow along. But this is promised. I am making the top down, whoops, got it going crooked there. Top down raglan sweater. And I have a complete tutorial out for this. This is the yoke. We're working the entire yoke from the collar to the end. Now here, that is not a mistake in mine. When I first started doing the yoke, I added that little extra couple of yarn overs there so I could tell the back. Someone had asked if I am going to be doing short row shaping. I am not sure in this tutorial if I'm going to show the short row shaping because mine is not perfect. Mine has little bitty, twists and turns in there, and sometimes it look like little holes. It's just not perfect, so I don't think I'm gonna show you that because you might not like it. Sweaters are fine without it. It's just that with the short row shaping, it fits a little bit better. It's not, but I think it'll be fine. I think I'm gonna forego the short row shaping in this tutorial. But that's my progress. And as I stated in that tutorial, it'll probably be another week till the second part comes out, because when we get our yoke to where we want it, then I'm going to show you how to divide for the sleeves, which is just putting on a number of stitches on your scrap yarn, and then like that, and then you're going to go work in the round and then come back and do those sleeves. But there's little tips and tricks I'd like to show you, so you don't get gaping holes on the sides of your sleeves. And the yarn that I'm using for this is a James C. Brett yarn. And, I don't have the label with me. I think the label's back on my table where I do the tutorials, and I had written down the formula for the stitch counts and all that on the back of that label. But this is a pretty one. Now, one of these won't get you a full sweater, but I had a white. Here's a sample of it. I had some of this in just a plain ivory, and I put that in here. Normally, you won't see that much white before you get to the next shade of blue. It's just this little bit section in here, I added more white, which is what I'm going to do every time I come to the white in this. I'm going to add a whole bunch of the other. That way I'll get a whole sweater out of it. So I think it was just the plain, it's like an off-white. But anyway, James C. Brett yarn, and the tutorial is out where I will show you all the, how to divide, what needle size, everything, all that. So hope you, if you're curious, you know, go give it a check out. So I'm having fun with that. Haven't finished that yet. So, all right. And what else? Oh, yes, this is almost a finished object. But not quite. I wanted to put more length in it. This is my dress that I am making with Yarnsmiths Create double knit 100% acrylic DK yarn in the shade 3187 olive green. I've got 3 more balls that I just ordered, so I'll have leftovers. But I showed you this last time, and this is done in the V-stitch with straight arms. And it's quite long now. Yeah, you can't even see the whole thing now on camera. Not unless I scoot it all the way back, but it's now about 4 inches below my knee. I think I'm just going to do a couple more inches with it. And then it will be a finished object. I'm not sure what I want to do for the end. But there it is. I love this. I love this. This is so, you know, I've never made a dress before, but this is so beautiful. And this dress I've got on today would be perfect to wear underneath it because it is sleeveless. Yeah, just a straight, and then I come sharp decreases for the sleeves, and then went with a rib for that. Just all in V-stitch. And this is the back. You can see the seam. That would be where each round would end. And then I did that all the way up until I got to the skirt. Then I wanted to go spiral. Just keep going round and round and round. And what that did was it made it look like there's a zipper there, but there's not. Kind of gave it a little style. Gave it a little style unintendedly. Unintendedly. So, yeah. The color, I love the color. It's like a pea green, kind of like the color of split green peas. It's going to be so nice this spring and summer. I can hardly wait to wear it. So I want to get it finished. I've been working on it in the evenings. I'm going to try it on again, and I may show the whole thing in a YouTube short. I think when I get it all finished, I'm going to do that. I'm going to do a YouTube short and then show the whole thing. You can see. I want it long enough. You know, I didn't want a short dress. So that's that. So almost finished. Yeah, nice light. Yeah, I have another here that's on the ready. What hook size did I use for that? I used, and this is hilarious, a size 5. And I have used this hook so much that, look, the paint is wearing off of the hook. That's all right. I mean, these were just a cheap set. This little case and all these things in here my son got for me at the thrift store. So I liked the nice new shiny crochet hooks in every color. I was using those ergonomic handled ones, but I don't know. They kind of lost their pizzazz with me. I like the shiny colored ones. And I have one over here. Get this one. I think I showed you this a long time ago, but this is one of my favorites. This is my my rainbow sparkly Ome hook, but it's a size 6, which I don't too often use a size 6. It's a 6 millimeter. I should get the 5 because the 5 I use a lot, as you can tell from that being worn off. Alrighty, get that in there. Has a nice little case. I like that about that. All right, I have something over here too that I'm working on, and I'm just gonna go until I'm out of yarn. I don't know. Oh, I did not have a clip in there. Uh-oh. I need to put that clip up in there because it's gonna unravel, but I am just working with this cone. This I got over at Woolly Yarn. It's an Italian company and they sell yarn cones. They're a little pricey, but the yarn is gorgeous. It's beautiful. This is a merino, alpaca, and silk blend. So with sequins. I don't know if you can see the sequins in there, and it's getting low, and I'm working on a shawlette / scarf. It's probably going to be a scarf because it's not going to be big enough for a shawl. I realize that, but it's okay because this is an accessory that, you know, you can just wear, you know, around your neck. Oh, I am caught. And over there. You could just wear around your neck, you know, and just style it however you want. Just a little something. We'll see how long it gets. I'm not sure. I'm just going to keep going. I was going to add some tan. I have another cone like this. I'm going to go get that, by the way. I keep mentioning that, and then I never show it to you. Okay. That button did not want to start again. I had it back there in my craft room. Excuse me. You can see it's the same. It's just got some dark gray undertones, and it has sequins too. You can see the sparkle when I turn it in the light there. Yeah. Same yarn as this here, only in a different shade. And I started putting some of it on. I thought, no, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to keep it plain. And I'll probably make a scarf with this too, because there's not enough really to do anything with. And when I bought these, I was just wanting to try out the company. So they were just samples. I have one in red too. Yeah. So this nice silk, who wouldn't want a nice silk scarf to wear over your head, you know, when it's cold, around your neck, you know, that looks really nice. So yeah, gonna keep working with that. Now this is in the V-stitch. V-stitch, and in the center is a 3 double crochet, chain 2, 3 double crochet. That's it. And then I increase. That's a V-stitch. Well, that wants to curl on me. The V-stitch. Only it's upside down. Now you can see the V's. I think that's one of my favorite crochet stitches. The second one of my favorite crochet stitches is the granny stitch. Love that. And Miss Cinnamon Stitches has a tank top tutorial she just came out with. Ooh, it's in granny stitches, and then she's got this fancy little lace thing up here. I'm wanting to make that. That's an acquisition. Kind of getting ahead of myself again. Oh, what hook size did I use for that? Let's see. I used this pretty little hook. If I can get him out. Love the colors on these. This pretty little hook right here. A rose pink 3.5 millimeter crochet hook. Yeah, you gotta see these. I showed them to you before, but aren't those beautiful hooks? And they're just plain old simple metal hooks. But they're beautiful. That'd be pretty displayed in a cup, wouldn't it? And this case came with those, and it came with these. Yeah, and I threw in, I think I threw in one. I threw in this one. This is my doily. This right here is my doily making one, my 1.5. Haven't made any doilies or anything in a while. I like to get back to that again, though. Oh, there was one more thing I wanted to show you that was in my magazine. Okay, well, I'll get to that in a moment. First, I want to talk a little bit more about these cakes. I had got a new one last week. Oh, these are so soft. That's why they call them Flora Soft Cake. This one was only $9.90. It was on sale. It was $10. And then you're shipping, but probably not now. Sometimes when I go and shop and then the next week later and I tell you about it and now they raise the price and I feel bad. So that's what the price was when I got it. But kind of keep a watch out if you're wanting one of these because the price fluctuates. It goes up and down. This one here I want to use. Crystal from Bag O' Day Crochet has a new tutorial out called Domino Effect Shawl. And she's using, I think, a worsted weight. And this here is like a, it's in between a lace weight and a 2 weight. It's not a sport weight. And there's 4 strands that's just run alongside each other. It's not, the strands aren't twisted together. It's just running alongside. And I thought if I take, I don't want to use this color because I want to keep that just as it is. But I thought about taking this one right here. And let's see, what numbers are these in case you're wondering. These, let me tell you a little bit more about them. 55% of cotton, 45% acrylic. It recommends a 2.5 millimeter knit needle or a 3 millimeter crochet hook. There's 1,093 yards on one of these, or 1,000 meters. So yeah, it's a cotton acrylic blend, so it won't fade. Wouldn't recommend washing it and throwing it straight in the dryer, though. I would recommend possibly washing it on a delicate cycle and then just laying it flat to dry. So this number shade here is, it's made in Turkey, color 9022 lot 1024. And this one here is lot color number 14 and lot number 0424. Flora Soft Cake by Linda Hobby. Lindy, I don't know how you pronounce that, from the UK. So it's kind of a new favorite place I've been hopping over once in a while. And yeah, once in a while I'll check back and lo and behold, they had the $9.97 deal and I thought, oh, I want that. So I got the rose colored one. And this time I'm going to start at the top with the pink. But I'm not going to make the domino shawl out of that. I think I'm going to make another one with my own pattern. But this one I think is going to be the Domino Effect Shawl by Bag O' Day. And I'm going to hold it with a plain colored lace weight merino wool. I have a lot of that lace weight merino wool in my stash that's wool and silk. And I thought, oh, that would be very nice. It's thin. It will work together, I think, beautifully. So That'll be coming up soon. And since I had so much fun making that dress, I saw on YouTube scrolling through this lady that crocheted these pair of pants in the V-stitch. And you know what? I thought, yes, I definitely want to crochet a pair of slacks because it just screams 1970s disco style. You know, I like that style of things. I like that era of clothing. So I thought, oh, that'd be kind of fun to wear around the house. You know, you just wear a pair of shorts underneath them. You know, and they're nice and light and cool. Nothing I would wear to town or anything like that. No. But I thought that was so incredibly clever. And she used a cotton acrylic yarn. Now I don't have a cotton acrylic yarn. I have in my stash some turquoise blue, and I thought that would be really nice. It's not as light as this. It's a deeper, this shade of, yeah, it's deeper. It's a deeper turquoise blue. But yeah, I thought that would be fun to make that. Now, I almost forgot to show you this. No, it's not chocolate covered pretzels. I left my crochet hook in there. It's this, and I'm still working through that little cake. Now, this is not Linda Hobby Floor soft cake. This is, I'll think of the yarn in just a minute. Sometimes my mind goes blank at the moment. Using a number 4 crochet hook. This is a pattern from Crystal at Bag-O-Day as well. It is the chevron shawl. And look at that. Remember I showed you last time I was just way up here in this brown? Well, I've come some distance on it, but here's my dilemma. You see how short that is? That's not very long, and I've only got that little left now. I do have the piece of white that I started in the beginning. So on top of what's left here, and you can see down in there, it's going to go to the white. I have the other piece that's like so big that I started from the other end, and I'll just keep using until it's all gone. This is, okay, Art Yarn Flowers. Art Yarn Flowers. I think it's a cotton acrylic blend, but it's very pretty. Got it over on Amazon. Yes, here's the end. Got it on Amazon, and I don't normally buy over there, but I really love the colors on this. So it's coming along, and once again, I forgot to clip. This. Before I try it on, I don't want to lose that. This takes a little time. I have to slow down when I use these types of yarns because I can't go zippity-doo-dah like you can with number 4 acrylic. But so pretty. And see how short it is though? Of course, maybe once I block it, yeah, that might work once I block it because I can tell it's wanting to really move downward. But it's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. I really like this. That's going to be so pretty when we get down to that lighter yellow. Oh yes, I like that a lot. So check her out. Check out Bag-O-Day Crochet. Type in chevron shawl and you will find it. Very pretty. Very pretty. And it still fits in here. Okay, I think that was everything today. Yep. Not much going on. My son's out mowing, finally warming up. We had such a cold, miserable, rainy day yesterday. I had to put on the electric heater because my fingers were just almost turning blue. And I had my furnace on, you know, and everything, but still that wind and that rain was very harsh. Oh, yes. We'll put this back. And now it's warm. It's going to be, they're saying it's supposed to be 78 degrees today. What a difference from yesterday's 50 degrees. Yeah. So I hope we don't get any more severe storms. But anyway, got some hazy sunshine, so I can't complain about that. My beets have sprouted in the garden. And yeah, no, I did not make this sweater. This was a thrift store sweater, so just to let you know. But anyway, that's all I have for you today, and happy spring. Have a happy and wonderful Easter coming up Sunday. Hopefully I'll get this uploaded and everything before then. So you all take care and have a wonderful Easter weekend. Bye, friends, and thank you for watching. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye.